Hello and welcome once again to another episode of Shednanigans, and today I need your help. Welcome back to my shed. Last week I assembled this. Now when I say the words assemble, I use that term very loosely. I got very frustrated making it. I found out that what a video was supposed to be quite a fun interactive video, quite a short video, turned out to be me mostly being quiet and trying not to swear and shout and throw this thing across the room. Obviously I did it in the end. I tried to go into it blind, tried to go into it with a different mentality, because normally when I do these sort of videos with anything with a technology, I often read up about them first, do all my research, do everything like that. And I wanted to come into this completely blind. I wanted to come in not knowing how to do it, not knowing what goes where, and I found out actually that even though it can be done, because I did it, it's not the easiest to do. There are some restrictions, and I've got a bit of feedback from quite a few of you that actually I'm not the only one, which makes me quite happy. They are relatively complicated to build. I know obviously other models will be a bit more complicated with more stuff on, but that's where I want you to come in. Now, rather than me going on Google or going on YouTube and just researching as much as I can about how to use this thing, I want to hear it from people like you. So those of you that have already got one of these, or you've got a 3D printer in general, or you're well versed in how these work, how the software for it works, what you need to do regards to transferring everything over to make it print properly, any tips and tricks, anything like that. I want you to leave your comments down below, basically explaining what I should do. Now, it's not a case of plug and play, like I almost expected it to be, but there are a lot of tweaks I've got to make to it. Now on that other video that I did, I already had a bit of feedback. I called this a magnetic bed. It's not magnetic, it's actually held down by these clips here. Also, I've got to level the bed off first. I've got to make sure everything's all tweaked perfectly. There's things about the extruder that I need to sort out. I haven't really got a clue where to start, because I've had a lot of feedback from different people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this to you for the next couple of weeks. I want you in the comments to tell me everything you know about 3D printing. What should I do to get started? Do I need to make any tweaks? Do I need to avoid anything? Do I need to do anything in a particular way? Let me know. So if you've got one, if you're quite confident with working with a 3D printer and there's any tricks that you think I should know, go ahead and let me know. I'm going to read through them over the next couple of weeks, and then not next week's but the week after that the video will be of doing all those tweaks. I'll take a list of the best ones, a list of all the different things, and we'll go through it together, and we'll do similar to the other video. It'll be a bit more interactive. I'll do a bit more talking. It'll be a bit more of a sort of a better video basically, and we'll work on it together to get it going, and then we'll do our first print, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it all works out well. And that's pretty much it for this video. It is a relatively short one, but it's to the point. I'm already getting a pretty good reception of the channel, and if this is your first time watching it and you want to see me learn how to use this thing, and you want to see me do other stuff, I'm not just going to be doing 3D printing. I am going to be doing other projects as well. I'm going to be doing things like learning how to do metal work. I'm going to do welding. I'm going to start making my own little projects. I want to start taking things apart and learning how they work, and working on how to improve them. I'm also into my retro gaming, so I'm going to be doing some things down the line with that. So a lot of emulation sort of devices and machines, etc. I'm going to be doing lots basically. Next week's video is actually going to be a tour of this shed, because at the minute all you've seen is this, and it's just me behind this desk talking to you, and it's just this little bit here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you around all of it. It's not pretty, but it's functional. There's a lot of work I need to do on it. Again, I want it to be another interactive video, so I'm going to outline the things I want to change as I go along, which I'll keep updated and posted on this channel. I want a new roof sorted. I'll explain how it's wired up. I'll explain where things go, what my plans are for them, and that's pretty much it. So I'll also do a little bit of a sneak peek of some of the things that I'm going to be unboxing and taking a look at over the coming weeks, because as I mentioned before, I've got another channel called Gadget Joe, and that's sort of running its course now. I'm going to be focusing mostly on this, so I will be doing some reviews as well. So, and actually I'll probably know what I'm talking about on a lot of them, because that's what I generally do. So we're going to be unboxing certain things, so I'll show you some of the stuff. I've got quite a collection of stuff that I've got to look at, so I'll give you a bit of a sneak peek of what we're going to be looking at. So if you're into computing, if you're into tech in general, you might want to stay behind and subscribe, and you'll be able to see stuff like that as well. So that's it for me rambling on. What I wanted to do here is basically get your input. Share it around, subscribe it, like it. I'll try and share it in as many 3D printing groups as possible, because I want to learn how to get the best out of this machine. It is an Ender 3, it's not the Pro, it's just the basic one that I went for. Well, I was actually gifted it, but from my understanding, it's a very good starter printer, because it's got good upgrade options, it's got a good existing user base, and that's my starting point. Also, I mentioned in the last video that I've got this little action camera. I'm going to be setting this up, mounting it where the printer is, and running a time-lapse software on it. Now that is something I need to learn as well. I believe it's called Octopi Suite, I'm not sure what it is. Again, I'll do a little bit of research, but if you want to leave it down in the comments below if you do a similar thing, to basically monitor it, so I can see if there's any faults with the print, if it goes disastrous and doesn't work. I want to be able to see at which point it did it, so that I know what I need to work on next. Also, the prints that do work, I just want to be able to put a nice time-lapse video of it working. And that's it. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. I'm a brand new channel, I'm still new. You're going to learn a lot with me. You're going to learn that I'm quite easily frustrated at times when it comes to making stuff, and that might actually be quite entertaining for some of you. Yeah, so that's it. So as I said, nice short video this time. Next week will be a longer one with the tour. The week after that will be an even longer one, so you can get yourself a nice drink, sit down, relax, and just come and enjoy yourself. As I've mentioned before, this channel is going to be a big advocate for mental health, not just for men but for everybody. I want to be able to make this a safe place, a safe community where people can come and talk. If you've got anything on your mind, if you've got anything that you're struggling with right now, if you just want to vent, if you just want to chat, if you just want to speak to someone who's in a like-minded situation, leave a comment below. Just explain that you're going through something. I know this is generally a post about a 3D printer, but if you're struggling and you need someone to talk to, or you just want to get something off your chest, I want all these videos to be a place where you can do that, because you might just reach somebody. If it's not me, it'll be someone else that's going through something similar, or that can offer some sort of advice, or even just a shoulder to cry on effectively. So that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.